If it feels like more and more people from out of town are moving into Leamington, you're not imagining it. Buyers from the GTA, London, Windsor, or even out of province are choosing Leamington in growing numbers. As a local realtor, I see exactly why they're coming, what they're looking for, and how this affects homeowners who are thinking about selling. I'm Linda Hakr with Jump Realty, and today I'm sharing why out-of-town buyers are choosing Leamington, what types of homes these buyers are actively looking for, how the market has shifted, and what the sellers can do to stand out. One of the biggest reasons out-of-town buyers are choosing Leamington is lifestyle and relative affordability. For buyers coming from the GTA or mid-sized cities like London or Kitchener or Cambridge like myself, Leamington represents a major shift. They're trading long commutes, dense neighborhoods, and sky-high housing costs for more space, a quieter pace of life, and homes that simply offer better value for the money. I regularly work with buyers who sell modest homes in places like Mississauga or Brampton and arrive here genuinely surprised by what their budget can buy. Detached homes, yards, garages, and in some cases pools. Some buyers are even able to secure larger lots or waterfront properties while still having money left over after the purchase. That value difference continues to drive relocation and interest from outside the region. Another major draw is access to nature and outdoor lifestyle opportunities. Leamington and the surrounding area offer Point Pelee National Park, waterfront trails, beaches, wineries, conservation areas, and parks that become part of everyday life. For many buyers, this isn't a vacation. It's a lifestyle they want to live every day. One trend I'm seeing more often is buyers who specifically choose Leamington because they want the everyday cottage feel, without being hours away from major amenities like hospitals, restaurants, shopping, and services. They want both tranquility and convenience, and Leamington delivers both. Remote and hybrid work has fundamentally changed how people choose where to live. Since the pandemic, many professionals no longer need to commute daily to an office. That's opened opportunities for people who once felt tied to places like Toronto, Mississauga, or London. Now they're choosing communities that offer balance, good internet access, low property taxes compared to larger centers, and a small town feel with big lifestyle appeal. Because of that shift, we're seeing a broader range of buyers: early retirees, remote workers, hybrid professionals, families looking for space and safety, and even investors who see long-term value. Let's talk about buyer priorities for a moment. So, out-of-town buyers, they often have a slightly different checklist than local buyers. They tend to place extra emphasis on things like the overall condition of the home, especially the major systems like the roof, the furnace, and the windows. They want outdoor space for family, pets, gardening, or recreation. And they also are interested in the proximity to water or parks. They want a flexible layout for home offices or multiple use spaces. They want storage and garage space because many of these buyers aren't familiar with the neighborhoods yet. They rely heavily on online photos, videos, and virtual tours. They want to imagine themselves living there before they even schedule a visit. That's why presentation matters so much. Here's something I want you to really hear. Out-of-town buyers don't necessarily want perfection. They don't need brand new finishes. What they want is confidence in the condition of the home. They want a home that looks cared for, with nothing hidden and systems that work well. That sense of confidence can make the difference between an offer and a pass. Homes that are clean, uncluttered, well-maintained, and professionally photographed, they stand out immediately. Simple staging and smart lighting can make rooms they look bigger and help buyers connect emotionally, which matters a lot when someone's relocating. I recently worked with a couple relocating from Toronto who had vacationed here several times. They fell in love with the pace of life, the community, and the lake. When we toured homes, the one they chose wasn't the newest or the most upgraded, but it was spotless. It was well maintained and felt like home. That emotional connection, it sealed the deal for them. Out-of-town buyers also tend to move with a sense of urgency once they find something that fits their lifestyle goals. They don't want to go through 20 homes. They want the right home at the right price with confidence. That pattern, that's something I see local sellers can use to their advantage by presenting homes that check those key boxes right from the start. All right. Now, let's break down a few practical tips for the sellers who want to appeal to this buyer group. First, start with strong visuals, professional photos, and if possible, aerial shots. That helps buyers understand the layout, the outdoor space without needing to visit in person. Quality video tours and walkthroughs are becoming increasingly important, especially for buyers who might be coming from far away. Second, highlight features. The lifestyle. Is your home close to the waterfront trail? Does it have easy access to parks? Is there a quaint downtown nearby? These details matter because for out-of-town buyers, they help paint the picture of what life could be like here. Third, be transparent about the condition. Provide documentation on major systems, recent maintenance, and any upgrades. Transparency builds trust, and buyers relocating often have less tolerance for surprises. Fourth, I say it in all my videos, price right. If it's too high, the buyers might pass it. They don't even look. They don't even want to step inside. Too low, you leave value on the table. Getting the pricing strategy positions your home to generate interest quickly. If you own a detached home, if you have outdoor space, proximity to the lake, or something that offers a lifestyle element, out-of-town buyers, they're very likely to have a part in your target market. This demographic is only growing, and homes that speak to their priorities, they tend to move faster and often at strong prices. Quick question for you. Are you watching this as a local homeowner, or are you considering moving to Leamington from somewhere else? Drop a comment below and tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to hear your story. All right, so if you're thinking about selling and you want to understand how out-of-town buyers see your home, I can help you position it properly from pricing, preparation, presentation, and marketing. I'm Linda Hakr with Jump Realty, your local Leamington Realtor, and I specialize in helping sellers connect with relocation buyers who are ready for their next chapter in this community. So the last thing that I want to talk about is I want sellers to understand is how emotional relocation decisions really are. So the out-of-town buyers are often, they're just not just buying a house, they're buying a fresh start. Many are leaving behind busy careers, long commutes, stressful city living, and they're intentionally choosing a slower, more grounded lifestyle. That means details matter. Natural light, a peaceful backyard, quiet streets, simple things like how the home smells or feels when you walk in can have a huge impact. Buyers are asking themselves, can I see myself waking up here every day? And that emotional answer often matters more than countertops or flooring. I also spend a lot of time educating out-of-town buyers about Leamington itself, the neighborhoods, the community, the seasons, and what daily life actually looks like here. When sellers work with someone local who understands both the buyer and the area, that story gets told properly. Your home isn't just listed, it's positioned within the lifestyle people are actively moving here for. That's why preparation and marketing are so important. When the home and the story align, out-of-town buyers, they don't just show interest, they act. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to my channel for more local insights on Leamington real estate, the market updates, and relocation tips. I post new videos regularly to help homeowners and buyers make confident decisions. And if you're thinking about selling, buying, or relocating to Leamington or the surrounding Windsor-Essex area, feel free to reach out anytime. I'm happy to help.